Bitcoin's at 100,000 or 98 or 96,000. You need help?
I think you got bigger problems than your crypto portfolio. Binance is not selling assets. This was simply an adjustment in Binance's treasury accounting process. I'm no accountant, but how do you adjust something down 99.9% away? Binance sold 94% of their Bitcoin reserves. We told you crypto is volatile, and with the volatility comes great returns. It's choppy and sloppy. What we are doing is repeating the Trump cycle from 2017. Trump came in, the dollar had been going up, and everyone was freaking out about tariffs. They're inflationary. Rates have been going up. Trump comes in, says, "I want a weaker dollar," and rates went down all the way through, even though the Fed was raising rates. We're seeing the same thing today. It's mirroring it. The dollar will weaken. We're just starting. Bitcoin. Every time the ISM peaks, Bitcoin peaks. When the ISM breaks 50, Bitcoin accelerates. We are at the acceleration phase, not the peaking phase. Today we hear the latest prediction from Real Vision CEO Raoul on Bitcoin, crypto, and where the market is headed in the coming weeks. Bitcoin is one that is headed for an unprecedented price milestone, and Raoul foresees a financial tidal wave that will catapult cryptocurrency to new highs. With the keen eye of a seasoned investor, Pal casts a spotlight on Bitcoin and the expansive cryptocurrency market, recognizing its significance against a backdrop of economic uncertainty. Amid this fiscal tide, Raoul discusses not only the economic indicators but the absolutely parabolic surge in crypto prices we're about to see. Raoul says the crypto world is on the brink of something massive, a seismic shift for Bitcoin and crypto in what he calls the banana zone. As the momentum is building and the institutions are quietly positioning themselves, Raoul says everything is about to change. He says the next phase of the crypto cycle is critical, and he's stacking big bets in his portfolio right now. With the next bull market, and with crypto and technology being the biggest investments this year, Raoul says that he's remaining bullish on digital assets after significantly increasing his position size during the last bear market. The former Goldman Sachs executive gives a portfolio update on which crypto assets have the biggest upside in the coming months. With major pension funds and institutional investors on board for the coming cycle, Raoul predicts that crypto is on track to be a $10 trillion digital asset. Let's get right into the interview as he gives his latest Bitcoin prediction and where we're headed in the coming months. Drop your comments down below and subscribe if you enjoy the content we do here. There's global M2 and Bitcoin because I hear you all the time. Panic, panic, panic. Is it going to 70,000? What am I going to do? No. In 2017, it went down 28% in 5 days, and then it kind of sideways chopped and then rallied. It will decouple from this chart going forwards from here. That I will give a high probability, 7% probability the low is in. It will decouple and eventually it will go. The next phase will be alt season. Again, I hear all of you on Twitter, alt season is canceled, there's too many tokens, it's never going to happen. Everything's changed. The ETF, la. Not true. It will happen. It may not take your bags higher, but that's because you're an asset allocator and you need to do a better job. So we've all got our failures. Me, I've got a few things in my wallet that are down enormously, and I pretend that I don't see them because they're only in my small bag, which was like less than 5% in. Global M2 versus Bitcoin, every time it breaks out, Bitcoin breaks higher, obviously. So, we've talked about that before. The business cycle is picking up, new orders are screaming higher. The business cycle is the driver of global earnings. Global earnings get recycled into risk. Recycling into risk means risk assets like small cap stocks through to commodities through to, alts in crypto go higher. The business cycle has only just started. A number above 50 for the ISM is expansion of the business cycle. We've just had our first print of this going on the upside through 50. Last time was 2021, 2020. So we've got the cycle to play out. We are nowhere near the peak in the cycle, which I'll come to in a sec. So we are at least 9 months away from a cycle peak. So it is very interesting where we are. It is all very positive when we look at the overbought, oversold indicator of where we are in the cycle with crypto. We're nowhere near overbought, we're just starting. Bitcoin, every time the ISM peaks, Bitcoin peaks. When the ISM breaks 50, Bitcoin accelerates. We are at the acceleration phase, not the peaking phase. There is nothing, literally nothing, to concern yourself. Here's the ISM and a kind of detrended, some fancy thing that Julian does with this, gives you a pricing model of Bitcoin I mean, if the ISM goes up to 60, where it should be going, we're talking Bitcoin in the 250, 350, whatever thousand level. We ain't even started. Oh, and altcoins will outperform Bitcoin. Here's altcoins' percentage of total market cap. Now, I've shown you this chart maybe 58 billion times and you forget it every time. So what we have here is altcoins as a percentage of Bitcoin's total market cap. As ISM goes up, people go out the risk curve. Basically, we just crossed 50 in the ISM. That doesn't mean instant alt season right now. Give me my alts. Where's Banana Zone? Banana Zone's not happening. The Banana Zone's failed. You've slipped on the banana skin. It takes time. It'll all play out. As the ISM accelerates, altcoins will accelerate. So, inflation, that's the other thing. And I just hear these voices, I'm like, where are you getting this from? Raoul says it's the fastest pace of adoption of any investable asset in all of human history. By the end of 2025, there will be 1.1 billion active crypto wallets. The pace of growth is hard to comprehend, and it will be the fastest accumulation of wealth we have ever seen. This is the conclusion of a career's worth of research, and every single chart and piece of research leads to the same conclusion. Liquidity drives everything, and crypto will be the best performing asset of them all. Raoul has been stressing to investors for months that all the factors are beginning to align right now, a period characterized by parabolic moves upwards in crypto prices. Don't forget, our partners at JY Tree Finance have launched a daily 5-minute crypto newsletter with all the latest crypto and Bitcoin news. It's a fantastic analysis of on-chain crypto data and breakdowns. And the best part, it's absolutely free. It will cover expert predictions, breakdowns of on-chain crypto data, and any breaking news that you need to know, all in a nutshell. Click the first link in the description and enter your email to join over 50,000 others in becoming a better crypto investor right now. Are we going to follow this exactly? No. Are we going to do decently based on this? I think so. I think it's going to rhyme more than people expect, and we will have a stronger cycle than people expect for NASDAQ. For those of you who still bother to trade equities, which I know some of you did, it's following the same pattern. It's all like a rerun of the previous Trump, because he's got the same policies basically, apart from with the new tech stimulus. So let's go back again. Julian talked about this in his presentation, but I want to hammer it home and hammer it home to you. You guys all have PTSD from the last cycle. It finished early. Is it going to happen again? Am I going to lose my money? Am I going to round trip all my gains? Will I die? Will I have to drink Bud Light for the rest of my life? Or can I drink champagne? All of these stories, blah, 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 blah. The orange zone market goes higher, right? But it didn't really in 2021. Well, what happened in 2021? Oh, the ISM peaked. Do you remember I told you a minute ago when the ISM peaks is when you need to be worried? Oh yes, the ISM peaked in March 2021. Previously, it peaked in January, February 2018. Guess what? That's when Ethereum peaked. Also, 2013. It works every time. And where are we now? Oh, we're at the bottom of the ISM. Oh, how silly of me. From the halving, we've only done, is it from the halving or from the low? We've only done an 8x. From the low, we did an 85x and a 46x. Started liquidity, as I said, peaked in March 2021. We're now negative currently by this measure of liquidity. If I use the global M2, we're just positive, but we're nowhere near there to be a liquidity peak. As we said, the ISM peaked March 2021. So let's look at it. That was what was happening in March 2021. Look at that. Financial conditions were falling and the ISM, well, it had peaked over 60. And let's look at the current one now. You ready, kids? The opposite. It's bottoming and the green financial conditions index will be going the other way. And the last time it did this, it went up a lot. Blah, blah, blah. This is the chart again. Everyone's like, where's my banana zone? It's failed. It's like the banana zone is a period of time and a price action that is nuanced because it goes in bursts and then corrections. So the banana zone started from September onwards last year. The market came up and did what it did every single time. The correction after banana zone phase 1. So correction phase, then banana zone phase 2 kicks in and it goes LAA, it goes bananas. Then guess what? Correction phase 2 fits in and then we go to the final blow off top. And you've got to be embarrassed when you've got to be embarrassed from all of your complaining when you look at that chart and look at how small that squiggle is for the correction phase. You've got to be embarrassed. Oh no, I forgot, you bought AI tokens and they've gone down 90%. I did try to tell you, I gave you the don't mess this up thesis. If you could follow it, don't use leverage, generally have 90% of your portfolio in the top, 5 cryptocurrencies of your choice. You're generally fine. You're generally fine. Don't FOMO, don't do stupid stuff, don't get hacked, store your stuff carefully and you'll be fine. But no, most people didn't. Powell's analysis brings attention to the liquidity cycle as a valuable indicator for understanding debasement, signifying a shift in the market's direction. He identifies a crucial turning point in June, where his weekly liquidity index hit its lowest mark. This prompted him to focus on purchasing Ethereum. Powell also acknowledges the divergence between liquidity and asset prices, emphasizing that during bull cycles driven by adoption and speculation, cryptocurrencies tend to outperform liquidity measures. Based on his findings, Raoul Pal strongly advocates for the strategic investment in cryptocurrencies, specifically highlighting Bitcoin and Ether as promising assets. He sees them as assets that surpass the performance of traditional financial institutions' balance sheets and provide a means of protection against currency debasement and the inherent flaws of the current financial system. What is your opinion on Raoul Pal's claim that investing in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ether serves as a smart hedge against currency debasement? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content just like this. We'll see you in the next video.